What's up guys, AP414 here and welcome back to another episode of Building Barca. Now as guys, I'm sure you know that I'm not doing face cam for this episode. Do you mind? Should I do face cam but post commentary or just post commentary with the mic? Because you know what, I don't think it makes much of a difference. But let me know, that's the big question for this episode. And we've done absolutely loads of trading. 3 of these deals I picked up in a video yesterday, so be sure to go and check that out, the 5-minute trading challenge. It was absolutely fantastic, and yeah, that including that team of the season deal. Now, when we started off last episode in Division 6, we had 2 games and 2 wins. So we did very, very well last episode. Now, this episode, we're playing 3 games and, you know, just basically seeing how they go. So for the first game, we have to play a very rested team, but that's just what we had to deal with. We come against this guy, so we have Hesse and Koke out of position for some unknown reason. But yes, a very, very recent informed Ramos, and that was the man I was mainly worried about. This was the laggiest game I've ever played. Look at that, like, that pause. You'll be able to see more of it later on in the game too, just as more proof. That was happening basically all the time, and then bloody hell, like Gerard Gabao and Sergi Samper, they're just not the best players. Like, look at that pause when Dongu's on the ball. What is that all about? But on the stroke of half time, we do finally go 1-0 up. Probably deservedly, even though we only had like 3 shots in the first half. No one could actually really do anything. It was kind of just stuck in the centre circle and people were just hacking at it. A very frustrating game, but nonetheless we take the lead very importantly. And you know what, when it's games like this, you do need crucial goals like that. They do mean absolutely lovely things. CASEMIRO then gets one back, a bouncing shot into the bottom corner, disappointing one to concede. Perhaps Ter Stegen could have got over, but you know what, it was well placed in the corner, but it's a bit of a weak shot, and like CASEMIRO, the man who bags it too, not the best in front of goal, but again a great finish by the Brazilian. We get a corner here whipped in. I believe it is Gerard who leaps. He's had loads of chances this game, headed off the line, then Sergio Roberto with a brilliant whack. Now fast wide of the post, Conor Bianca, wow. Cheap Ronaldo? I think so. Absolutely brilliant. Just Ronaldo-esque goal, cutting inside just with 20 minutes left. He does absolutely fantastically. I believe this is a prime example of the lag. And look at that, man. Like, some of those pauses are just absolutely ridiculous. And there's another one. They were just happening left, right, and centre. And yeah, it was just really frustrating to play in. But again, Conor Bianca, the man from Ukraine, does do absolutely fantastically. What a shot that is, man. What a shot. And then Hesse, well, and again, another cheap Ronaldo. We had them on either wing. And he scores with just 10 minutes left. Absolutely devastating. But just look at the lag, guys. What the hell is that all about? Anyway, Hesse does make it 3-1, I do believe now. Probably undeserved. I mean, basically all the shots we had went in, apart from mine in the first half, because I was shooting with like Gerard and Sergi Samper. But again, a very good finish. Nothing Ter Stegen can do about it. He makes a stupid error there, giving it to AlexWB, but it was only 90 minutes. And yeah, not really a lot of time left, is there? However, I go running this way, trying to pick the ball up, and it just, wait for it, it pauses. I don't know what was happening, but it pauses, and yeah, it was just glitching. I've actually sped this bit up. You obviously can't see it now, but yeah, as you see, look how sped up that is. Like, that went on for literally like 20 seconds, as did the little loading screen, but all that happened is nothing happened from the game. So what I decided to do is just play another game off camera, not bore you guys, and I actually did get a 2-2 draw in it. Arda ran absolutely fantastically. He got the first goal, then they got 2 back. Very similar to this game, and then Rakitic from the penalty spot didn't even make it 2-2, so that's the confirmation of that game. Dongu didn't really do much on that one, but you know what, it doesn't really matter. We do need progress and get 7 points in the division, meaning that just 1 win more would indeed give us 3. I mean, safety in the division now. I know this is a bit confusing, but basically all that was the first game of the episode. All of that is just the first game, so now we're on to game number 2. And we're coming against this team. It's a full Serie A team, mostly populated by Juventus. In fact, only 2 players that aren't from Juve, including the informed Mandzukic up front, which did look very good indeed. Well, however, Rafinha gets down the line here really nicely, puts a good ball in. The goalie does a bit poorly, to be honest. He could have palmed it anywhere else, but Rakitic's head. And what can I say, a very good positioning by the Croatian international. And he does very well to actually poach a goal there, which is just absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Look at that, brilliant finish by the Croatian international. We come forward again here, this time Arda, he snatches a shot away. He was fantastic for me this episode, really did spring into life. Got some good dribbling, tech us out. Jordi Alba, after a quick throw from Rafinha, puts it into the area, and Dongu, well, he can do everything, can't he? He has his first goal of the episode in the second game we played, and he just does absolutely fantastically to get himself on the score sheet. A brilliant header, leaping above every single defender. But again, Jordi Alba with some good service down the left-hand side, but Dongu, what a bloody legend. Morata here with a very strange goal off the crossbar, and then you would have thought with the 3 defenders surrounding the Spain international, we could have stopped him. Unfortunately, we can't, and well, Morata gets a goal. He's got the finisher chemistry started on him for a reason, and in the 22nd minute is indeed 2-1. So this game absolutely jam-packed with action. Going into another goal here. What on earth is PK doing? He did not have a good episode for me. Then Dani Alves showing absolutely no strength whatsoever. And then MORATA finishes it yet again. So within about 7 minutes, the game was just turned on its head and we're back on level terms. Not good at all, really, is it? But Dongu was just like, fuck this. Look at that for a run and look at that for a finish. He's out of this world. He's absolutely fantastic there. 10 minutes before half time. And, well, I can tell you this now. We go on an absolute bloody well mad one. Sorry about that, lads. But Dongu, what an absolute hero he is. Again, what a finish that is. But we just go absolutely mental after that goal, guys. Like, literally minutes later, Rakitic picks up. What a pass that is to Arda, by the way. He chips it back in. And Sandro, who, again, was really disappointing this episode, gets himself on the score sheet. Brilliant goal there. What a diving header that was. Like, a lot of players would have just not got there. And, you know, I wasn't really expecting him to do much. I was aiming for Dongu. But the Spain international comes in from absolutely nowhere and buries into the bottom corner. And by the way, guys, do you think Sandro and Munir, like those sort of characters from Barca, do you think they will be able to play for Spain one day? Because I'm not actually sure. Because, of course, with like MSN and stuff, they don't get a lot of fixtures, a lot of results or games, you could call them. Yeah, they just don't get a lot of them because, of course, they're the 3 best strikers in the world. But will they get picked for Spain in the future? You guys tell me that in the comment section down below. I'm not really sure yet. But Dongu again, and yes, my friends, it is 5-2 before the break, with like 3 of these goals coming in the last 10 minutes of the half. Moving to the second half now, brilliant back heel flick from Dongu, and Arda Turan just uses some of that finesse that he does possess in the 66th minute, meaning that he has indeed scored in 2 consecutive games, which is absolutely fantastic. What brilliant finish that is. Look at that for a flick around the corner, by the way, from Dongu. Looking back on it, could have perhaps sweated it, but you know, that's a brilliant dink over the goalie, isn't it? Then this is one of the moves of the century. I mean, if you just rewind it, perhaps if you want, but just absolutely brilliant play. And then Dongu's finesse shot gets away. I just really wanted to finish that off, so I just took a shot with Dongu, but nothing happened. And then whilst we're 6-2 up, everything just crumbled. I mean, 80 minutes played, of course, there wasn't a lot of time for him to get back into it. But I did a really, really silly challenge there with Javier Mascherano, which was just uncalled for. And I get myself sent off. It's one of the first red cards of the series. I haven't got one from the beginning, like where I got red carded with like Sergi Samper or like Gerard Gambau. Mascherano then adds to that list and he gets himself a red card straight down the middle from the inform Mandzukic, picking up his first goal of the game and making it 6-3 in this one. So a good penalty by the Croatian international. Wow, there's a lot of Croatians on the pitch today, isn't it? And yeah, guys, I keep going on about international players, but Marquis storming through here. What a save by Bravo, and it's that man, Mario Mandzukic again. He scores again, but it's just too little too late from this geezer. I can't remember his club name, but yeah, he did very well to actually claw himself back in there. Once we got down to 10 men, we absolutely crumbled, but it doesn't really matter. Dongu getting man of the match there, of course, for his hat-trick yet again. He seems to be picking up like most games nowadays. And yeah, it was indeed Boca17, the guy's club name. But anyway, we don't really care about his club name. We absolutely dominated him, thoroughly deserved a victory, and we are now indeed safe in the division. So with just 2 games played in this episode, we have done absolutely fantastically, a draw and a win. Now moving on to the statistics, guys, Dongu's played the most games, followed by Sergi Samper, Rafinha, Sergio Roberto, etc. Like Sandro's in there, Alves Adriano. 38 goals in 37 games. Like, are you kidding me? Also, Alex Vidal's had a really good record. Whenever he plays for us, he's just absolutely fantastic. Go on to the assist again. Dongu's dominates it. Then Rafinha comes in behind him with 10 and 15. Which is not bad at all, is it? Over to the yellow cards, Kamara leaves away there in midfield, a few trip-ups back from him on counter-attacks, and then Mascherano does indeed add to Sergi Samper and Alex Vidal in the red cards, which is not good, and he will indeed miss next game that we are going to dive into. Now, I did indeed use the same team, apart from Matthew did indeed come in from Mascherano, who is currently sitting out because of his red card. A very decent Liga BBVA team, but he has a few players out of position in the midfield. And yeah, this was one of the most boring games of FIFA I've ever played. Like, look at this. First highlight, 34 minutes. Absolutely no shots whatsoever. There was nothing happening. And I get another red card, guys. And it's one of the defenders as well, so it's not good at all. Dani Alves then goes off. And at half-time, it's 0-0. And it was absolutely dull. Like, those shots were doing absolute P-rollers. And yeah, we had to go into the 76th minute to finally get a highlight. Sandro was absolutely dead, but he still manages to scrabble one through. I don't know why he dived in there. Rafinha has a clean run at goal, and that is what you need. In games like this, where no one deserves to win, you need to get lucky, and there we go. 13 points would indeed be absolutely fantastic for us. Rafinha, again, a little bit of lag in this game, but not as much as in the first game, nowhere near anyway. Brilliant goal by by Rafinha into the bottom corner, and we just indeed made a sub there, bringing on Alex Vidal for Sandro, and then switching the rings, putting Arda Turan on the left wing, as I thought he was better cutting inside into his right foot. And that was basically it. So nothing really happened apart from the red card and the goal, the only highlights in the game really. And we get an absolute vital win in a game that we probably didn't deserve to win. No one really deserved to win it. As you can see, Sandro actually got the man of the match on the bench, which is brilliant. And then we went into it with a 1-0 win, which is absolutely fantastic. It put us on 13 points in the division, which does indeed mean that all we need is one win next episode, and we will be absolutely laughing more than these silver promotions. So next episode, we should be able to win the title if we win both of our games that we're playing. But that's going to wrap up this episode. If you have enjoyed it, then please do smash the like button down below. We're on 168k. What an episode it has been. 2 wins and a draw. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace out.